Ladies and gentlemen, Hurricane Florence is letting us know this is not her final form. That is correct. While you have been sleeping, Hurricane Florence is transformed from this to this. Now, this is a monumental process that she has become a giant, massive beast. What shall we classify her? I don't know. All I know is that she still presents many of the same challenges. Severe wind, storm surge, heavy rainfall, a long duration event, power outages, mudslides, landslides, torn up infrastructure, and just problems for at least a week as models have her tearing up shiz for a while. So this storm is massive. It looks to be about over 700 miles wide. Now, my estimates could be off, but you could definitely cut and paste her almost over this entire thing. And her rain bands look to be pretty dang big. Plus, you got a giant chute of wind and moisture just shooting through California into the mountains. And then you get a whipped cream can of moisture starting up in North Dakota, pushing on into Canada while we were getting hit. Tropical Storm Olivia has moved through Hawaii, and you have Manganahut over in the West Pacific doing major damage with over 200 mile per hour wind speeds clocked to date. So, and then you have solar activity. I don't know if this is a sunspot or not, but it definitely gives off some type of a coronal mass ejection that looks like it should have geo-effective properties. And on top of that, we will be crossing over into its solar wind speed as you have a giant coronal hole. And that will mean we'll have a larger chance of big volcano eruptions and bigger earthquakes. And if you're like, hey, that's not how it works, well, watch this as we get a big earthquake over the next 3 to 5 days. I would guess 7 or higher. Though, if you want to go to your hurricane predictors who are great at it, it is Dutch Sense on the YouTubes and Suspicious Observers. And SO is good for space weather as well. And so, when the sun acts weird, earth weather acts weird, and then people act weird. And definitely hurricanes bring out the trolls, man. I guess, because people like to have an audience or something. Everybody needs attention, though. Everybody needs somebody to love. That I believe. Think about getting a kitty cat. So, I'm letting you know. She's still a hurricane, though she's been downgraded to a status 2, category 2 at this point, which means 110 mile per hour wind speeds, which will still put a straw through your face, buddy. So if you want to stand outside with a milkshake, if your milkshake straw gets ripped out and then shoved through your face, that is your own choice. Prayers to all those in North Carolina who have chosen to stay or were too poor to leave. Let's hope you can Lieutenant Dan it, though I still highly recommend going west or north if you can, that this storm will still be massive and major. And seeing how she still has one whole cycle where she will get sunlight and warmth for a whole period during the day before she makes landfall, I wouldn't count her out. And if you are ever going to be glued to a storm event, this might be the one to choose because she has not been disappointing in any way, shape, or form. So if anybody has negative comments about me and how I've been covering this for 2 weeks, I'm rubber and you're glue, so all your poo-poo you say and comments bounce off me and sticks to you, because I've been covering this like a champion since the moment it rolled off of Africa and the First Models weeks ago. And as far as the 2nd of September 2nd, I was telling everybody this is a major danger to the East Coast. So you wonder why I get to keep doing this and I survive off contributions and donations. It's because I will give you a week's warning in advance on major storms the majority of the time. Though, I don't know, I've been so hot and uncanny with my predictions doesn't seem like it could last forever, right? Who knows? Anyway, I am accepting your contributions and donations because this is what I do for a living. And you guys are the ones who allow me to give you my honest opinion without any type of corporate sponsorship telling me what I can and can't say. So I appreciate you guys and thank you for all your donations, contributions, support, love. And I've done everything I can to prepare the people for this storm. And now I think the upper northeast has to watch for higher wave heights, possible storm surge, and then this storm must be watched because no model knows what it's going to do. We just think it's going to be a Hurricane Harvey, meaning that it's going to sit over land, dropping record amounts of rainfall for days. So we're talking worst case scenarios. You could have 40, 50 inches of rain. You could have 10, 20 feet of storm surge, giant waves. This is going to be a mess, people. And it's only just beginning. Technically, it hasn't begun. We won't see it make landfall for about another 12 to 15 hours. So just stay tuned and stay cool. And I will be here with you all day long. 'Cause that's what I do, baby. That's what I do. So please be cool and treat everybody well. We will make it into the future together.